Hello po, isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay March 16, 2023, Thursday. At mabuhay po kayo. Welcome po sa the stock market today. Ang ating news ay isang special report tungkol sa Silicon Valley Bank. Magandang araw, ito po si Benji Chidoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Araw-araw ko pong binabalita ang pinaka-latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong stock sa Philippine market. Kung gusto niyo po ng content, nipita ko po kayo mag-subscribe. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gusto ipa-review o may mga tanong tungkol sa Philippine stock market o sa wealth management, comment nyo lang po sa comment box at aking prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Ang mga sinasabi ko po dito ay hindi po financial advice. Again, to my cousin Marie, get well soon. We're praying for your recovery. Huwag kayong alis dahil babahagi ko sa inyo ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, March 16, 2023. Dito lamang sa the stock market today. Okay, ang ating headlines po ay galing po ng BDO-SEC. Cash remittances up 3.5% in January. Franchise industry seen growing by double digits. New SMC expressways enter engineering phase. Ito na po yung more detailed phase. At among them is the Pasig River Expressway or FAREX, the Northern Access Link Expressway or NALEX, the Southern Access Link Express or SALEX, and the South Luzon Expressway Toll Road or SALEX TR5 na are all in their detailed engineering phase. Yan. So it will take some time before this will be completed and several years, I suppose. Next, we have Maynila allots 178 billion for wastewater spending plan. But our special feature came from BDO-SEC about Philippine banks' contagion concerns overdone strong capital and liquidity positions to withstand risks. And this is what I have been emphasizing for several days already on the Philippine banks, and ito po yung na-reiterate ng BDO-SEC, no? SVP, failure triggers spillover concerns for the banking sector. SVP is the second largest bank failure in US history, which has triggered a sell-off in the global banking stocks as investors assesses potential spillover effects to other markets. Why did SVP collapse? The rising interest rates making borrowings more costly. SVP clients have started to draw on their deposits to meet liquidity needs. To fund the withdrawals, management opted to sell 21 billion of bond securities at a 1.8 billion loss. SVP announced a capital raising plan to cover the loss, which hooked investors into putting out more money from the bank. The capital raising effort failed and regulators proceeded to place SVP under receivership. So this is what happened, ano? Dahil nag-i-increase ng interest rates ang Fed and the clients of the SVP bank ay finds the borrowing from the bank more costly, so wini-withdraw po nila yung pera nila. Ngayon, itong SVP naman, in order to fund the withdrawals, nag-sell sila ng kanilang inventaryo of bond securities at a loss. Alam niyo po, during rising interest rates, the bond prices goes down. Ganun po nangyayari. Bond prices goes down during rising interest rate. It goes up during falling interest rates. Yan. Yan po ang realidad po niyan. So SVP then announced a capital raising plan to cover the loss, pero it was interpreted as pulling out, parang natakot, no? Natakot po yung mga investors and they pulled out money, and then the capital raising efforts failed and regulators then place SVP under receivership. So Philippine banks appear insulated from the SVP liquidity meltdown, and this has been the assurance of the BSP and the BAP. SVP business and asset profile are very different from Philippine banks. So the tech-focused client base and security tilted asset profile of SVP, 55% in fixed income and 35% in loans, is very different from our covered Philippine banks, 21 to 32 in financial securities and 50-65 in customer loans, which are focused more on traditional lending and recurring fee income businesses. We estimated unrealized fair value losses from financial securities portfolios of our covered banks are also manageable at 4.5% to 7.3% of total equity. So maliit lang po yung ating exposure in general in fixed income securities. So sabi ko na, ina-explain ko nga sa inyo, pagka fixed income po yan and in the bond market, rising interest rates, lumiliit po yung presyo niyan o nagde-depreciate po yung presyo niyan. But falling interest rate, you sell at a premium, Nagkakaroon yan ng premium, tumataas ang presyo. Okay? Since rising interest rates po tayo, ay nagsishrink po yung presyo ng bond. Market sell-off, an opportunity to buy. Ito po yung ina-emphasize ko po, This is what I have been emphasizing in the past few days. We believe the recent market sell-off is an opportunity to buy quality Philippine banks. Continue to prefer bigger banks, which we think are better positioned to benefit from rising rates, considering their larger holdings and low-cost CASA deposits. BPI and MBT have higher CASA ratios of 74% and 67%, which should help sustain double-digit lending and earnings growth in our view. We also believe the valuations are undemanding, with financials trading at the average forward PB of 1 time versus 1.4 historical average. Okay, hindi niya binanggit dito ang BDO. Binanggit niya dito BPI, MBT, and SECB. But BDO is the biggest bank in the Philippines, and the value of that ay tingnan po natin ang BDO ngayon. BDO is doing 121.50, which is still very good, in spite of the fact that it's higher than the 110 support level here. Range nito is 107 to 112. Yan po, nasa 121.40. And dipping prices of banks is an opportunity to buy. SECB naman, iyan, nakdidip sa SECB. Naku, maganda, support level po siya. Near support actually. And I think the support would be somewhere here. Draw nga tayo ng line. Yan po yung support niya. Near support. Lower support is here. 82.52. The higher support is at 97.37, which is very near support levels. Okay, let's take a look at your comments. JTech Pinoy Channel, thanks po. Salamat po, JTech. Cyborg, good evening. Pa-review po ng fundamentals ng CHIB China Bank kung magandang bumili ng share. Okay po, tingnan po natin si China Bank mamaya. And now, let's take a peek at the index. It's down 6372.14 or 93.96 points decline or 1.45%. So, nag-bounce lang ng konti at patuloy po siyang bumababa ngayon. Ngayon po, ang most active stock at 10:31 is ICT, followed by Glow, then Ali. DFNN, meron po siyang 6.19% rise, and PXP, baba po siya ng 5.79%, while Vita is up 3.23%. GSMI 2.61 up. Okay, I'll be back later as the market closes, and we will wrap up our market report later as the market closes. All right, we're back, and the Index is naku down 61.19 points, nasa 6404.91, down 0.95%. Bearish sentiment na po siya. Nag-oversold po siya nung makalawa, March 14, ano? Nasa 28.77 yung kanyang RSI. At yung ating mga indicators na moving averages nasa taas. Kaya po yan ay bearish trend. Market activity naman, 145 companies declined, 42 unchanged, 41 advanced. So, all in the red ang ating sectoral indices. Samantalang ang all share index ay 1% down. All sectoral indices are down. And this was led by financials at 1.70. So the sentiment is bearish, and this is brought about by the fall of the Silicon Valley Bank. But just like what I've said earlier, nothing to worry about. The Philippine banks are adequately capitalized and the financial system is solid. Yan. Okay, so let's review your request. First is CHIB. Actually, si Cyborg ay nagpapareview ng fundamentals ng China Bank, ano? Pero unfortunately, I don't have the fundamentals of China Bank. BDO Securities does not carry the fundamentals of China Bank. Ang kinakarry po niyang bangko ay Bank of the Philippine Islands. BDO wala nga eh. Hindi niya kinakarry si BDO. Metrobank, BPI, SECB, and not even UPB. However, in the PSE website, ang owner po actually ng China Bank ay SM. Actually, si family po ang owner niyan. Kasi po, kung titignan niyo yung China Bank under the listed company, ang chairman po ng board of directors ay si Hans C. The vice chairman is Gilbert D. Director is William Wong. And one of the directors, or two of the directors, is Herbert C. and Harley C. Mga magkakapatid po yan na C. So they own more than 50% of China Bank. And that makes it two banks na. Una po ang BDO, alam po natin na SM po yan, at China Bank yung pangalawang bangko nila. So yun po. So si China Bank po ay owned by the C family, a considerable portion of it. So balik tayo dito. Ang China Bank, what I can do is the technicals, no? The fundamentals, my guess is that the fundamentals is sound, pero wala po akong study. Okay? So, ang pinaka-support, actually, yung pinaka-resistance, ito po, nandyan po, sa 31.45. Although nag-breach po siya, resistance po is an area, so as the support. So, pag na-breach po niya yung resistance area na yan, magpo-form po ng bagong support yan. Yan po. Ngayon po, the nearest support of China Bank is here. And tinatanong mo kasi kung magandang bumili ng shares. Yes, magandang pong bumili. Pero, tignan nyo po kung meron po nagbebenta ng shares. Kasi alam ko po sa aking pagkausap sa ilang mga stockholders ng China Bank, ay bihira po nagbebenta ng shares dyan. So, tingnan nyo lang po kung merong available sa market and get it, di ba? So, nasa 31.90 po ang presyo ni China Bank ngayon. UPB. Samantalang umaakyat si China Bank, si UBP rather, naku, red engulfing candlestick, si UBP. And it's down 85 pesos, 3 pesos 90 centavos down, or 4.39%. So, nasa support level na po si UPB. Yan po. And it is touching the EMA 100 at 85.13. Yan po ang nakikita ko pong pinaka lower support niya, nasa 85 pesos or just touching the EMA 100. Pero yung ating medium and short term ay piercing through, bearish to sideways po ang kanyang movement, but there is a long or red engulfing candlestick that we see today. And I know that this is just temporary because Philippine banks are solid. So yung ating mga indicators would give nagdidip lang po yung ating mga stocks sa bangko. Okay, next we have SECB. SECB ay bumababa din. Yan, no? Red engulfing din si SECB. And the lower support is nasa 87.52. The higher support is nasa 92.37. Support and resistance, di po yung exact points. Area po siya, or areas po siya. Yan po sa SECB, it's dipping. And then, next we have ICT, the most active stock today. Okay, ICT is bearish, no? And ito po, I guess you guys should take advantage of low prices, no? Because eventually the market will realize na napakamura yung stocks, no? So they will pick up bargains sooner or later. Nasa support na po ito. Nasa 196 ang pinaka-support po ni ICT, pero 198 is still support level. Yan po. RSI is low, 39.28, pero hindi pa po oversold si ICT. Finally, we have Ayala Corporation. Yan, merong maliit na bounce. But it is moving downwards. Ha? Let's draw a parallel channel. Yan po eh. So, yung ating short-term indicator, the EMA 20 is acting as our resistance. So, nasa 644 ang resistance niya. Support is at 593 following the parallel channel. And on March 14, it barely or it touched the 30 level, ang kanyang RSI. And technically, it isn't oversold yet, ano? Pero yan na yan eh. Oversold na rin po siya. Dahil nag-reach na po yung 30 level or 30 ng RSI, oversold na po yan. Okay. Pero technically, tingnan po natin ang technicals ni Ayala Corporation. Ayala has a buy rating with a target price of 980 or a 60.4% upside. 611 kasi, pero ngayon nasa 624. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-16 ng Marso. Ito po si Benji Chidoro nagpapaalala. Ang investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.